In July, Jewish-American writer and activist Mark Braverman came to Palestine. PNN traveled with him through the West Bank as the former clinical psychologist and grandson of Palestinian Jews met with people, learned about the conflict, and shared his personal experiences and what he's working on now.
You know, if you're born to a Jewish family after the war, after World War II, and after the establishment of the State of Israel, you're really raised in a combination of traditional Judaism and political Zionism. I mean, the two are really not separate at all.
Mark's work focuses on the Christian and Jewish communities in the United States. His book, Fatal Embrace, explores how the Christian community's feeling of having to make up for centuries of anti-Semitism has stifled the kind of action needed to bring justice and peace to the region, such as calling for boycotts against Israel or its settlements.
I'll tell you what I think the shape has to be. The shape has to be a global movement to delegitimize Israeli apartheid.
Mark is serious about connecting people all over the world with Palestinians resisting the Israeli occupation. He works closely with Dawood Nasser, head of the Tent of Nations, just south of Bethlehem.
And the idea of the Tent of Nations is to open the farm for people to come from different nations, cultures, and religions to come together and build bridges of understanding, of reconciliation, and peace.
Dawood's family has lived on the land and has ownership papers from Ottoman, British, Jordanian, and Israeli authorities dating back to 1916. They have been fighting a continuous legal battle with Israel for decades over ownership and the right to build on the land. Through his position as executive director of Friends of Tent of Nations North America, Mark helps to raise awareness for Palestinian land rights.
It's like the last day of like a 2-week tour that I was on. We were going to this place called Daher's Vineyard. We had no clue what it was. I mean, we figured something about grapes in Palestine. We had no idea what this place was. And what I remember is that on my way out, I looked at Dawood and I said, I'm going to be back. There's something going on here that's really, really important.
During his time in Palestine, Mark met several times with students from Holy Land Trust's Palestine Summer Encounter program to talk about the conflict. Holy Land Trust is a Palestinian nonviolence and community development organization. The students come from all over the world to volunteer and learn about the conflict. Mark's visit ended in a public lecture at Bethlehem Bible College, where he talked about grassroots movements and the potential they have for bringing real change to Israel and Palestine. For Palestine News Network, this is Jan van Veen.